Hey guys, it's Aquaman, and on this episode, we're going back in time to World War II to airborne training. Morning everybody, welcome to Aquaman's Adventures, and today I'm at the top of Currahee Mountain. For those of you familiar with Band of Brothers, this is the mountain that the captain made them up and down, 3 miles up, 3 miles down. Well, this morning at 5 a.m. in the dark by myself, I came up that mountain, and now I'm rewarded with this beautiful view, and the whole time wearing my 30-pound pack. So got quite of a workout. Shirt's all sticking to me. Humidity's really high, but just check out that view. After watching a stunning sunrise, time to head down the mountain. And as the captain would tell the 101st, 3 miles up, 3 miles down. So down we go. We're here in Toccoa, Georgia at Camp Cherokee, which is the home of the 101st Airborne during World War II. This is actually the original location, 101st Airborne, where the 506 Parachute Infantry Regiment actually did their training. So Easy Company, again, if you've ever read the book or watched the miniseries on HBO about Band of Brothers, this is where it actually happened. I'm here this week to do some work to help bring light to that for National Airborne Day. And we're going to be doing a bunch of events here with the Round Canopy Parachute Team. And we're being put up in the original barracks. Actually, we're going to be doing a school presentation to honor the city that brought us the World War II heroes that were Easy Company. Hey guys, so I'm here at the Toccoa Historical Center, and I'm about to go into the Currahee Military Museum as part of the Historical Center here. And this is actually an old train depot. Pretty cool place so far, and learning a lot about the history of the town. But we're about to go find out the military history of Currahee and Camp Toccoa. 3 miles up, 3 miles down. That's the view from the top of Mount Currahee. Again, guys, if you've seen the show Band of Brothers, this is where it all started for them. And here we have an actual canopy opened up with a paratrooper. He would have been staff sergeant. And these are the outfits that we typically wear when we do our jumps at shows. Of course, the parachutes we use and the reserves we use are more modern, but still work in the same basic pattern of deployment. And again, you see 101st Airborne. And on his helmet, he has what's called a scrim on that netting. Not all of them wore the scrim, but it was something some of the guys wore. And the paratroopers, when they were doing their physical exercise, would wear these t-shirts. This was their PT uniform. And hint, hint, we might see one of those coming up soon in this video. Okay, so for those of you who watched Band of Brothers, you would have seen that all of the guys in Easy Company had the spade on the side of their helmet. Well, that designated them as being members of the 506. Now, the 501st had a diamond, and there were other card logos on different helmets. I don't remember what the 511th was, and I don't remember what the 517th was, but I know the 501st was a diamond and the 506 was the spade. So this picture here depicts after the Germans had surrendered, the 501st took over the Eagle's Nest, which was a Nazi stronghold, and basically made it their area of operation for a while as they got prepared to go into the next campaign in the Pacific. But thanks to atomic bombs, they never got those orders. Alright guys, well, that pretty much wraps up the museum part of it. Again, pretty cool. There could be a lot more to see once we get over to the actual barracks. And they actually have a bunch of captured stuff down here as well. And sorry I missed that, it was behind me. So, but yeah, it's the museum's quaint. It's not huge, but it gets the point across and tells a whole lot of history about a bunch of brave men. So. Alright, so as we come through the main gate, we come to the original parking lot area. So this was actually a parking area. Now, the wooded area that you see off to the right wasn't always like that. This all used to be a big, huge clearing, and where training would take place. And sometimes there would even be tents set up for training before the actual barracks were built. One other thing that you might notice in the distance is an actual C-47 airframe. Now, it's not a functional C-47 at the moment, but they are actually trying to build or rebuild this to be a functional aircraft. So it's the Project C-47, and they do, what they say, have all the parts necessary. In fact, you'll see some of the turbos there and the props. Some of the other parts are in the back of the area, and yeah, so it's going to be a cool project if they can actually get this one up and running. And again, here's actually a guard station. It's a rebuilt one, but it is similar to the design. Okay, so currently they only have 3 functional barracks, with the first building right here being the most original of the current 3, with a 4th one currently being built. And to restore, they're going to have 4 barracks when completed. And as you can see, this one, you can see the wood has a little bit more wear and tear on it because this is a lot of the original wood. But as you move down the line, you can see newer construction, but still built in the same style. And then we have one that is just simply a foundation. And the final building, again, one of the newer ones, but still has original windows. Okay, so now we're inside this building. As you can see, the acoustics are interesting in here. They do have upgraded, obviously, the electronics in here. They do have an larger air handler in here that they wouldn't have had in World War II. Newer ceiling fans. Again, the stage. So this area, again, can be used for catered events, but they didn't want to bring in a kitchen and build a full-blown kitchen here like it was built in World War II. So, again, this would be considered the mess hall or large group gathering location. All right, now as we exit this building, we come to the only full standing original building that was here. Now, this one here was the residential headquarters, and it was a block building. So this is the only surviving building. And I'm not sure if this one is fully open, but it does house a bit of a museum. I'll check, see if it's open. I don't think it is for now. Yeah, no, it's not open for now. But I'll try to get in there a little bit later. And then there's the back fence. And then along the fence line, you're going to see a lot of pieces and parts. Most of those, in fact, all of those pieces and parts over there are for the C-47 build project, and they're slowly raising money, and as they get new parts and capabilities, they're putting to use to rebuild the aircraft. Now on the back side of the building is actually the original showers. Now they've obviously upgraded them and made them into man and women's facilities, but the actual block of this building is still the original. And of course they upgraded the shower to a single shower and bathroom, but this was a showering and bathroom facility. And again, everything had to be modernized, obviously, to make it friendly for visitors. All right, well, hopefully you'll be able to see through the fence enough. You'll see down there the blue sign, an American flag, a little poster display board, and a marker. Well, that is where the beginning of the Currahee mountain climb run that became famous as the 3 miles up, 3 miles down. So you start from there, and then you follow this trail all the way up this road, and it takes a sharp left bend, and then you start heading up the mountain. And 3 miles later, you're at the top of Cherokee Mountain, which you can't even see from here because we're so low. And the mountain goes up a grand total of 1,700 feet above sea level. So, and again, here's the back side of everything. It's not a large complex, obviously easily walkable. And so yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys what the inside of the barracks looks like. All right, so here we are inside the barracks. And yeah, you guys actually shining shoes. So a lot of the barracks now have these newer mattresses on them, but here is one of the original type of mattress pads you would have seen. The AC in here, it does have AC, but it's not a strong AC, so the fan's having to keep air moving. And every time somebody opens the door, obviously we lose a lot of it. They do have mannequins in here for us to show what the uniform of the day would have been. And these are some storage closets. And of course, now that with ADA or American Disability Act, they did have to put in a ramp on the back. But this is the barracks, and this is where we're actually occupying time between events. And this is my rack right here. So it's just about 5 a.m. here at the barracks at Toccoa, and getting everybody riled up. So we're gonna go hit the trail, and we're gonna do Currahee this morning and watch the sunrise. So 5:30 was the step off time, and I want to say there was at least half a dozen, if not more, people were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this in the morning. We're gonna do this in the morning." So it's about 10 after 5 right now. And doesn't look like we're going to have that big of a group. I've already had one person who caught me in the bathroom as I was getting ready say that, "Oh, my foot." So we've already got one call out. So I will say it is going to be pitch black. We have no moon. A lot of stars up, but no moon. So luckily I've got a headlamp so we don't get lost on the road. Not that you get lost, but you can actually walk off the road pretty easily. And but yeah, should be a beautiful sunrise based on the fact that there's not a cloud in the sky. So looking forward. All right, 3 up, 3 down. Another day to the top of Currahee. Yeah, got to see the sunrise. Well, almost. We're on a tight schedule today. We're doing a presentation at a school. We got a couple of skydivers, not rock canopy, but actually skydivers coming in with the 101st flag and the American flag, and I'm going to be working midfield of a football field while they're coming in holding the American flag as a windsock, basically. So now head back, grab my shower stuff, cleaned up, and then we're off to the high school. All right, guys. Well, after a quick shower, shave, and dress in period uniform, time to go. All right. Now we head over to the high school. Everybody's all geared up. We got our jumpers are already on their way to the airport to to get prepped in the aircraft. And so it should be a fun day. And I think we're going to be working with like an ROTC unit at a local high school. It should be pretty awesome. Looking forward to it. Hey guys, so we're here at Stevens County High School, and on the middle of the football field, I'm the American flag guidon, and then we've got Dylan over here representing the Round Canyon Comparison team with our guidon, and getting ready for two of the pro skydivers from our team to come jump in. And I'm actually being used as a windsock. So because we're in kind of a bowl here, the flags are just reading all over the place, and they need to be able to read the wind. So my flag is actually going to be what they're going to use for the last second in order to come in and land correctly. So although the American flag is important, it's more for there to know where to land. So that's my job today. So unfortunately, I got to man the flag, so I won't be able to videotape it. But it should be pretty epic. All right, guys, we'll catch you in a bit. All right, well, that was kind of short-lived. Unfortunately, the aircraft didn't make it, so we just did our speeches, and it's kind of it. So kind of short-lived, but still, we were here to do the job. Mechanical and technical issues. So, all right. So one of the other big attractions here in Toccoa is actually Toccoa Falls. So you can see behind me. And it is a massive waterfall. Look at that thing. So if you get to Toccoa, definitely worth checking out. It's a free thing. It's through the Toccoa College here. And you just drive onto campus, and there's a walkway to it. And it's not that far at all. So yeah, if you're definitely in town, it's totally worth it. So all right, guys, check out that waterfall. Morning of day 3 here in Camp Toccoa, at the base of Mount Currahee. I'll get it right eventually. So today's jump day for the team. As you can see, the barracks are quiet because everybody just rolled out and getting ready to head to the airfield for jump operation. And unfortunately, I don't have enough jumps yet. You have to have 30 jumps in order to do it, and I'm not there yet. I'm getting there close. So. But definitely going to be covering the whole event. I'm going to be going up Currahee with the 360 camera, so you guys should hopefully get some good footage of what it's like to go up Currahee. And I am wearing a period authentic outfit, PT outfit that they would have worn, and I'm going to be going up the mountain that way. Last 2 days I carried my 30-pound ruck, our plate carrier. So today I'm not going to carry that. I'm just going to go ahead and head up the mountain. I think there's a few people who are going to be watching the jump from the top of the mountain, which should be around 9 a.m. local time here in Atlanta or in Georgia. And so yeah, then my rack, and nice and quiet this morning. So it's nice not to be up the before the sun comes up. I'm actually going to get to watch the sunrise down here, walk up, and enjoy watching the paratroopers hit silk, and then come back down the mountain. And so, all right, guys. So we are at the very, very, very top of Mount Currahee. In fact, there is the actual marker. So you guys can see, this is the very tippity top. Now up here, we're actually where the all the towers are. Huge towers around us. So, all right, made it to the top. So, time to go head back down. Actually, we're gonna be heading down to the bluff where the biggest view is, and at 9 o'clock in about 30 minutes or so, hopefully we're gonna see chutes in the distance, and I'll be shooting some footage of that for you guys. All right, let's head back down the trail.
Yes.
Yes.
47.
That was just before the first break.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Well, actually, it was never
3 miles up,
like that. Just people
3
went
miles
on
down. Currahee
We
Mountain.
hung out on top and watched the
Currahee. And for those of you who don't know, Currahee means stand alone. All right, awesome, awesome. All right, guys. So, third day going to the top of Currahee, wearing the official uniform or PT uniform of the paratrooper trainee who came here. So that was pretty awesome, and got my reward of my wristband for going up and down, 3 miles up, 3 miles down. So feeling pretty stoked, man. 3 days in a row. So for some it's 3 miles up, 3 miles down. For me it's 3 days, 3 miles up, 3 days, 3 miles down. All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. I'm going to show you the other museum. All right, guys, so now we're inside the museum that's actually here at Camp Toccoa at the base of Cherokee. And here they have inside, we're actually inside one of the original stone buildings, block buildings. And inside they have a partially built barracks building. So here you can see the size of the original camp. Stevens County, and at one point they had a huge tent city for the barracks and the training. Some of the stuff has been excavated. This is the current Camp Toccoa area, its layout. Again, a lot of different military units come here to recognize the history. This is an original stop sign that was excavated. And then after the war, well, after it was a World War II airborne site, it became a POW camp. And then actual rocks from Currahee Mountain went up as part of the Special Forces area up at at Fort Bragg. Here we got a little bit of the barracks set up inside, so you can kind of see what the area would look like. One of the original solid wood doors. And again, this was training home, the 506th, 501st, 511th, 517th, and of course, everyone's familiar with the 506 because of the Band of Brothers. Again, it's a small museum, but still pretty cool. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that.
The 6th Armored Group, the 128th Armored Field Artillery, had enough points. There were no National Guard. They left. I was transferred to the 2nd Armored Division. And then the 2nd Armored Division went to Berlin. And if some of you know history, there were 4 countries occupying Berlin at the time: France, United States, Russia, and Britain. And I was there for a month, ran into some Russians, left there. I didn't have enough points. They went on home. I was transferred to the 36th Infantry Division, and we left Marseilles and headed back to the United States with the 36th Infantry Division. Landed in Camp Kilmer. We got discharged, came home, started corresponding with my wife, went to Washington.
Alright guys, so we're here at the Toccoa History Museum and Military History Museum again this evening, and tonight we had a spaghetti dinner sponsored by the city to thank us for our participation here in Airborne Day, and we just had a great presentation by a 99-year-old World War II veteran, Sergeant Andy Negra, and great guy. Get to meet him, talk to him. His story is pretty wild and fun, and yeah, well that concludes tonight. And tomorrow morning, guess what? I'm doing Cudahy again. One of the guys from our unit who's been dedicated to keeping track of the barracks the whole time hasn't gotten to go up the mountain yet. And so the one person who seems to know the mountain better than anybody is me, since I've done it 3 times already this week. So tomorrow morning I get to do for time number 4. So, all right, we'll catch you guys on the trail. Alright guys, well, had a beautiful 4th morning up at Cudahy, watching the sunrise. Hope you enjoyed some of that as well. And we just finished cleaning up the barracks, getting everything ready to head out. And so if you like this video, you like the content, please give me a like, get a share. And if you have any comments or Airborne, want to know more about Toccoa or Cherokee or the Airborne community in general, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time. You guys take care. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Thank you so much.